Happy Monday, everyone. Slightly different location this week as I move around the office trying to find the best light to film these videos so they're easier for you to watch. So bear with me over the course of the 30 days as we find the best location. So welcome to today's tip. This is tip number 5 in our 30 days of marketing tips. Today's is a quick tip about creating and using a strapline in your business. What's a strapline, I hear you ask? Essentially, a strapline or a tagline is that sentence or couple of words you see used in conjunction with a business name. Think Nike, just do it. Straplines are fantastic for communicating either what you do, your key brand value, or the key message you want to communicate with people who don't necessarily know you. They're fantastic when your company name doesn't explain that logically, which is the case in most businesses. Mine, for example, the Inspired Co., that could be anything. I could be selling retail products, marketing services, bringing a networking group together. That name is so broad it could be anything. So my strapline explains exactly what I do, which is words, brand, and marketing strategies that move the needle in your business. Some really great real world examples. Gillette, the best a man can get. MasterCard have a great one. There's some things money can't buy. For everything else, there's MasterCard. It's a perfect one for creating the feeling the brand wants to give you. So how do you create your strapline? Most important thing to do is to sit down quietly in a nice little space for 10 to 15 minutes and actually think about what's the one message you would want to communicate to someone who knows nothing about your business. If you could only say one thing, if you could only get one message across, what would that be? The answer is your strapline. What do you do with it once you've worked it out? Really importantly, that message should underpin all of your marketing content in terms of it's a key pillar you build your content around. On your website, your strapline should be really visible as one of the first things you see on your website. Depending on the type of business you have, you might want to brand it under your company logo on uniforms, work vehicles, business cards, internal documents, communications that you send externally, potentially tender documents. Anywhere you're trying to quickly establish credibility and more depth of understanding in your brand, company name, strapline. A couple of local examples that are really useful because I understand with the big brands, sometimes it's hard to think, okay, how does that translate for me? Everybody knows, for example, Pantene doesn't happen overnight, but it will happen. Those bigger brands don't necessarily need to explain what they do because they're already known. Whereas smaller brands, you actually sometimes want to communicate what you do or give a nod that's more literal, I guess. Great company, IQ Construct. They have a really unique approach to construction and project management. So their strapline is actually an intelligent approach. It's a direct nod to how they do business. Another great company, Queensland Steel and Sheet. They're a family-owned business really focused on customer service, and they often go by their abbreviated name of QSS. If you haven't had an engagement with them, you wouldn't essentially understand what QSS is or what they stand for. So their strapline is doing things differently because we care. It's one of their most important brand values, so that's why their strapline is a nod to that. They're 2 examples to get you started, but definitely do that. Go away. If you don't have a strapline, highly recommend you get one. How you get it, sit down, really drill down into what's that one message you want to communicate. If you have any trouble, give me a shout. I can certainly give you a hand because sometimes getting the idea is the easy part. Getting the words together in the right order can be a bit of a challenge. That's what we're here for. But anyway, I hope that's a useful tip for you. Just go ahead and do it. That's your challenge for the next 24 hours. If you don't have a strap, get yourself one. See you tomorrow.